What do you really get for 20,000 euros in Italy? Now I show you some specific examples and explain why I don't recommend such purchases to my clients. For example, here is a detached house in the province of Foggia, Monte Sant'Angelo, 25 square meters, one-room layout, price 70,500 euros. In the very center of Ardero, province of Lecce, a detached house in need for renovation, 63 square meters, 18,000 euros. Apartments in Monte Sant'Angelo, 43 square meters for 18,800 euros. Another apartment in Monte Sant'Angelo, 60 square meters for 13,000 euros. In Rocetta Sant'Antonio, also in the province of Foggia, a semi-detached house, 80 square meters, 18,000 euros. Sounds tempting, right? But wait. Yes, the prices are low, but doesn't the logical question arise, why such a low price? Where's the line of buyers? The first reason, the layout. As you've seen in the photos, the layout of these apartments leaves much to be desired. At night, you could break not just a leg, but a neck, if you're lucky enough to even find the door. Most of these properties are either former warehouses or something pieced together in a non-essential way. Built and rebuilt. But fine, the layout is half the trouble. The main problem is the location. These are usually semi-abandoned villages or depressed small towns with no jobs, no services, and no infrastructure. And most importantly, the documents. These properties have typically passed through dozens of hands over generations, since most of them are very old buildings. Someone added a room, someone divided it, someone sold it on trust. As a result, complete chaos. Legalizing all these alterations, registering them in the land registry, legalizing changes, that's another adventure that could take years and cost as much as the property itself. And don't forget the historical value. Some of these buildings are protected which means no plastic windows, no air conditioners, antennas, or heaven forbid balconies without permits for restoration. All this comes with tons of bureaucracy and additional costs. In the end, this bargain for 18,000 could easily cost 80,000 euros if you want to make something decent out of it. And here comes the entirely logical question. Maybe it's better to just buy a decent apartment for 60,000 euros rather than spending years of your life, money and nerves fixing up this treasure. This is why, when people ask me to make a list of apartments under 20,000, claiming they've seen something on the internet, I immediately explain that I don't deal with that kind of thing. From experience, below 50,000 euros, there are simply no reasonable options. And experience, as they say, is the best way to save both money and time and nerves.